Yeah, hold up. Yeah, that was very weird. Did not expect that. Okay, can I do this? Man, I did not expect did not expect that. And that was not fun. All of a sudden, I was just like, why did it get so quiet? Why did like music stop and everything?
Oh no, no.
Okay, so you head down over to the cave. You pass by the large ring of runic rocks. You see the low lying 6 foot tall swirling portal next to you, but you pass by it and begin heading towards a rocky cave entrance. You walk maybe around, 40 feet in or so until you start seeing a what seems to be a low light source, just almost ever present within the space before you. The natural cave walls begin to extend outward and shift into solid worked stone on either side as it almost seems to enter into a open space. The two low glowing lights on either side, and in the center a tall, towering statue of an individual stands before you. Let me just get you all to a map. So, the space you all enter to with the tall towering statue, the two lights on either side, in the far back of the room that you can see seems to be a massive constructed steel door. It seems as if it is two separate spaces, a small hairline crack in the middle of both of the large door sets, but it is huge. Standing at around 30 feet wide, going all the way to the ceiling of this room, which is about 20 feet tall. It is massive. And currently looking at the statue, it appears to be a fully armored individual wearing plate mail, carrying in one hand a tall tower shield, the other what seems to be a singular rod of some type. You see fanciful leather boots and a helmet in the Corinthian style that seems to drape down and have almost what appears to be elements of worked glass into the visor of it, between where the eyes would be shown underneath. Um, and this almost like clear like glass, you can see behind it the eyes of the statue. This would appear to be Graylin, a statue of him in his full regalia, beautifully carved.
So we said the leather boots, the shield.
Yeah.
Okay,
You see a Corinthian style helmet, and then what appears to be a recreation of Lumberdoom.
mm, okay, all his vestiges. Yep, that's definitely him. All right. No, she said it's supposed to be some type of riddle.
Yeah. Looking towards the base of the statue, you begin to see intricate scrawlings within the stonework of the plinth that he stands upon. The statue being around, 10 feet tall, and the plinth it's on being about 5 feet tall.
Uh, can I read the what's written?
What language do you speak? Oh, read. Sorry.
Uh, Terran, Orc, and Common, Goblin.
You cannot read what is written. What is
Uh,
everyone's languages?
Mine's just common and orc.
I speak Common, Elvish, and Infernal.
Wait, don't you get another
But I
language?
also have Comprehend Languages as a ritual.
Okay.
I could have swore. I thought Paladins got another language.
No, I don't think so.
Interesting. Interesting.
Okay. So yeah, I'm pretty sure none of you can read this. So Seer, are you casting the ritual spell then?
Yeah.
Okay. It
It'll take
takes
me like 10
yeah,
minutes.
it takes you some time. Um, so you cast the spell, and now you can understand all languages. You can see the scrawling words on the bottom, and you place your hand upon them to fully interpret them. This is celestial.
Ah.
And the words read, I, the Watcher, Graylin, watch over this sanctuary for my people. My gaze is the key.
I will repeat that verbatim.
His gaze is the key. Hmm.
So it's like a riddle? Or like a clue to a puzzle?
Yeah. And you said that this statue has like worked glass into the helmet, right?
Yeah. So essentially, it looks, it's a typical Corinthian style helmet, where it has like the two eye holes and the slits down the middle where the nose is protected, but the eyes have some vision, and in between those spaces, it's almost like this slight bluish glass has been worked into the space and covers uh, all the holes of the helmet itself.
Um, if I look in the direction that the statue is looking in, what do I see? Or just look down the hall?
It just looks down the hall. Yeah, you can see. It's kind of hard to see the eyes, but there's a hint of some like type of slight blue light in that reflection of the glass that seems to just be facing forward.
Could you put the helmet on?
I think this is a pretty big statue.
Yeah, it's about 10 feet tall.
Okay.
Fair deer might be able to put on the helmet.
I can talk now. Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
I'm no longer surrounded by people in my room.
Understandable.
I also had to quarantine a fish, so it took longer.
Can I get the riddle written out?
Yeah.
And what are we hoping to get from this? Or find?
Nothing in particular.
Did we get a long rest?
Yes.
Yeah, we did. Yes, we did.
Nice.
We're all leveled up now.
Something akin to this.
Is it?
How tall is this thing? Like, what's its eye level?
Its eye level is 15 feet. The plinth, where the carving is written in Celestial, is about 5 feet tall to the base of his boots, and then goes upward, and he's 10 feet tall.
Would it be possible for me to, like, straddle it and, like, try and get to its eye level behind the statue and see where it's looking?
I mean, Faradir, how tall are you?
8'6".
8'6". I can just cast Enlarge on you,
Yeah, or that.
and you'll be.
I only
Double
have one
the
giant
height.
might. That's why I didn't want to use it.
You don't have to. I can. I can solve this problem for you.
Only one giant,
Hell
right?
yeah. Yeah, I only
Yeah.
get one.
So I could do this. Yeah. So I can cast Enlarge on Faradir, and she'll be.
She's using
16
the
feet.
Oh no, I do have 2 giant mice.
Yeah, I was about to say, because, like, you've
I
used
just
it twice
forgot
before.
to take it up to 2 because I did a long rest.
Okay. I was
Still,
so
only 2, and I don't
curious.
know if we're getting into shit or not.
And this is just a second level spell, so I think I should just cast Enlarge on you.
Hell yeah.
Pay the wax, it'll wax.
When did you get the large spell?
I bought a spell scroll for it.
Yeah, but you've never used
I think it was for this purpose, for whenever
Yeah,
I
it-
giant might and then enlarge after.
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
that's what I was thinking. Like, okay, yeah.
I
I just don't
That
think you've ever
just-
used it.
yeah.
No,
'cause I've
oh no,
never-
she hasn't.
I have not, because I just didn't feel like messing with my spells, but after the level up, I went around and messed with what spells I had prepared.
Okay.
I have a lot of spells I've just never used before.
Oh yeah.
You know the preparations of a wizard.
Also, fun fact, I have modified memory now.
Nice.
Fancy.
The ultimate
yeah.
fear spell.
Now we can,
Forget I
if we
ever
fuck up, we
existed.
can mulligan.
Come ninth
So-
level. Yeah, Faradir. I cast Enlarge on you, so you're now.
Faradir gets large.
Yeah, I'll post the description of Enlarge in the chat.
Yeah,
I think
believe
it makes me like 15 feet tall or something.
Yeah,
It'll
double
make you like, if you're 8 feet, it'll make you like 16.
So yeah,
So you're
it would be
about
I'd be 17 feet tall.
Doubles the
Really?
size in all dimensions.
plus 8 is 17?
And
Or is it because
six.
you're. Oh, because you're 8'6".
Yeah.
Yeah, so it would be 17. I was like,
Jesus.
what do you mean?
Yeah, it was that feature that makes you taller in those subclass.
It was like, I.
I don't remember
I
what
heard-
it's called, but it's like roll 4d4 and you get that many
Yeah.
height. And I was like, Jesus Christ, I was already tall.
I,
Now I'm looking for a Goliath.
For a second, I was like, listen, I may not know math, but I do know an even plus an even doesn't equal odd.
Man, odd, right?
I changed math. I
Rules
decided I
against my
didn't
will.
like math and I made new rules.
Yeah,
for
so
it.
your weight is multiplied by 8.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
That is a lot.
I am
You're
over a
now
ton.
large.
I like how we just really are just looking up at her, like, whoa.
I mean, this is what happens when I use Giant Might. It
Yeah.
makes me large.
Also have advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws.
I don't get
and
that.
you
Or do I get that with Giant Might? I don't
Can
think I
deal
do.
extra d4 damage with your attacks. All of your weapons have also enlarged with you. Like everything on you has also been effectively enlarged.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So your sword's freaking like 8 feet long.
Ooh, yeah. So if I did a Giant Might, I would get to where I am now and have an extra d6, and then if you made me huge, I would get another d4.
Yep.
Yeah, Faradir
Anyway,
is...
can I like maneuver myself to see what this thing is seeing? I don't know if that's gonna do anything, but
Take its
I
helmet
thought
off.
out.
Or maybe don't. I don't think that's a good idea.
I'm gonna like try and look where it's looking first.
Okay. So, you get up next to the statue and look to where it's looking. You kind of take a peek at the... Now that you're like almost like exact height, as you like bend down to get face level with the statue, you see the helm blocks, from what you can see from the sides, blocks most of the view of where the eyes are. But looking in its direction, it looks to be just looking towards the doorway. But it's kind of hard to see the eyes if you're not looking directly into them. So you'd probably be like right there.
Is there anything inside the eyes?
Do you look into the eyes?
Yeah.
Okay. You take
I
your head.
immediately turn to stone.
You take your head and kind of look into the bluish glass, and from this close angle, you look into the eyes and you see two perfectly blue irises. And the second you see them, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
I do really good
No.
with these guys.
It'll be all.
Oh,
I have Indomitable twice now. I'm gonna use one of those.
Okay.
It's not better.
Well, it is. Just not better.
It
You
does
take
change
you
the
take
outcome.
sorry, you take 12 points of psychic damage. As
Oh.
Okay, that's not that bad.
your eyes, as you peer into these two eyes, you immediately just get just the most dizzying headache as your mind begins to split and reel, and you close your eyes in an instant and back off. And you all look at Faradir as she like holds her eyes and moves her hand away, and you see blood trickling down the side of him.
All right, don't do that again.
Do not look into its eyes. They are very blue and painful.
Look into his eyes. I grab Lumberdoom
Mm-hmm.
Do we have a mirror?
and I'll cast See Invisibility.
Okay. Let me check something.
Because that's coming right from the axe.
Yeah. Give me just one moment.
Take your time, buddy. Take your time.
I forgot our proficiency bonus went up by 1.
It sure enough did.
God, this is absurd.
Yeah, you're already a force to be reckoned with.
No, my Arcana and Intimidation are plus 12.
Okay. The second you cast See Invisibility, you can see a direct beam of bluish light that seems to emanate from the eyes and goes down the hallway that you came from. It's almost like a concentrated energy that seems to pass through the ethereal plane itself from the pinpoint of the eyes. And to be able to actually see the eyes, you have to get up next to them and be right in front of the face. And there is clearly a powerful projective force coming from the eyes. Additionally, you see something else that kind of takes you aback. Currently standing right there in the edge of the room, you see a pale, almost see-through figure. You see they wear a plate helmet. You see what looks to be armor draped up the side of them. You see what seems to be a large gash mark across the chest, where you see what seems to be almost like ghostly flesh is visible. And there's just a haunting figure currently just standing on the edge of the room, just watching.
I look at it
Okay.
and make it obvious that I notice it.
You make it obvious that you notice it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How do you make it obvious? Like, are you just like, do you talk to it or anything like that?
I so if it's over here and I'm where I'm at, I just
Mhm.
kind of take a couple steps over and just stare directly at it, just to see what it does.
Okay, so interesting. You see,
I wa-
so you walk up like, do you walk up like next to it, or you just like walk over to look at it?
I'll start walking towards it. I'll start making my way towards it as
Okay. You begin to walk towards it, and you see it kind of cocks its head towards you, and you see it takes a back step through the wall, and disappears from view. I will say, you do it. This looked like some sort of knight, and you do recognize a symbol hanging from its neck, right above the large gash wound in its chest area. It seemed to have a symbol of Greylin on it.
Just so you know, after it's gone through, I'm not coming here to destroy this place or tarnish it. Just seeking answers. And then I will cast animate objects on the statue,
Okay.
and that's a concentration like the same visibility isn't. So I can have both of them up.
Mm-hmm.
And then I make the statue turn around and look at the door.
Okay. The statue gets up and turns towards the door. Nothing seems to happen.
Hmm. Is there any symbols on the door?
Not, I mean, there seems to be some intricate carvings, but it doesn't seem to be of anything too noteworthy. It just seems to be like almost like a stylized, just trying to make the door a little bit, look nicer. There's no like grand thing built into it. The room is fairly plain. A large statue, and then the two plinths with these glowing red orbs that light up the room.
Okay. And when nothing happens, I'll have it return to its original position.
Okay, turns back around.
It's something about the gaze. So that beam of light that I see just goes down the hall.
Yeah, continues down the hall.
Can
It's
I
almost-
trace it?
And that's not in the direction of the door?
No.
Nope. It just seems to be facing where it's staring. From
Does
from
it look
your-
like this can be moved?
the statue,
Yeah.
not really.
Can I try to see if I can like twist it to be pointed at the door?
I just did
Well,
that.
he just had it turn around.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Um,
That's what it was. The spell was for.
Faradir, make just a make an investigation check, just kind of almost retroactively.
Hmm.
Just want to see something. 17.
Better than my
Um,
last two.
You
Definitely.
looked into the eyes of this thing, and
Take that image.
clearly, from the moment you were able to see them, it's two fairly small recessed blue orbs. The light that comes from them is probably only shooting forward because they are inside the head.
Can I take them out?
Do you want to try?
Yeah.
Okay. How do you take it out?
Hmm. How are the eye sockets smaller than my fingers? I assume they would
At this
be.
point, yes. In this form,
Okay.
because you're now bigger than it.
I think the spell probably would have worn off by now, actually, because it's only a minute.
You're right. You're right. Yeah.
So in my smaller but still large form, can I try and like climb up and see if I can get the orbs out?
Yeah. You
Just
can.
by like a hand.
Yeah. So you climb up on the pedestal that it's on, and you go to take the orbs. Let's see here. Just make me. It's gonna be dexterous based. Just make me a sleight of hand check. 16. So, you take your hands and reach underneath the helmet, and you find the left eye, and you take your fingers and put it into the socket, and pluck that out, and you do the same with the other eye. And immediately, plucking both of them out, the bluish light that they emit begins to emanate from underneath the helmet. As if you're holding two very bright glowing orbs. Do you pull them out from underneath the helmet?
I'm assuming the door didn't unlock.
You didn't.
Then yes.
Okay. You pull the two orbs from underneath the helmet, and immediately the front of the room is bathed in light. Immediately, once the light hits your eyes, Faradir, Belric, Mebehi, Seer, I think you would probably be safe since Faradir is kind of more in this area. And are you facing the statue?
Me?
Yeah.
Probably.
Probably. Okay. Gamesh, were you facing the statue at this point?
Um, I guess if because I was looking down the hall trying to trace the light. So if the light kind of went out from her doing that, then I would be.
Okay.
So I asked
I
out
actually,
of.
I think you might be safe, because it's a direct access to where if you can see the light. It's not, so it'd be kind of blocked by the statue on the one side as she just pulls it out. So I'm thinking you're safe, but Seer, Belric, Mebehi, and Senti, I need all of you to make wisdom saving throws, please.
Okay.
Do I also need to make it?
Yes, as you didn't, you didn't say that you were closing your eyes when you brought them out, and the light
Hey,
hits you.
There you go, guys.
I rolled higher than a 3.
And Laura, you do get a +3 since you're nearby me.
Nice. That might be the highest wisdom save I've ever rolled.
Okay. Let me just do Mebehi real quickly. Come on, load that character sheet. There we go. But she's too far from Belric, right?
Yep, yeah, almost 10 feet from me.
Okay. So all of you but Mebehi save. So you're only going to take 13 points of psychic damage halved. So 6, but Mebehi takes 13 points of psychic damage. As you all, see the light, and as it hits your retinas, immediately you feel this splitting headache. Your mind starts reeling, and blood begins to trickle from the edges of your eyes as you just all feel this pain.
Yeah, I'm gonna close my eyes and close my hands around the orbs to try and cover the light as well.
Okay. You close your hands around them, close your eyes, and you take a peek, and holding them tightly like that, you're able to block most of the light that is emanating through.
Okay. Is there any sockets in the door?
Do you investigate the door?
Yes.
Okay. Make an investigation check.
Ooh, what about perception?
Do you, I mean,
It's fine, I'll roll the
Yeah.
perception.
ooh, yeah. You look across the door, and try to find any holes or anything, but there doesn't seem to be anything.
I'm rolling, on average, very poorly so far.
What about the light sources in here? The red lights.
Do you investigate the red lights?
Yeah.
The
Okay.
red light.
Make an investigation check.
Did you say? She said the red light. Sure. Funny.
Gamesh, your stuff sucks.
What did I do?
It hurts.
Oh,
This is your quest.
Seer
10.
said Gamesh sucks.
With a 10, you look over the large red orb, and it's actually not that difficult to notice, but in the very top of the orb, there is what looks to be a small circular hole on the top of that one that you're in front of.
okay. I go to Faraday. Hey Faraday, hand me one of those. And then I'll kind of cover my eyes up.
Yeah, I'll hand them over.
Okay. Now,
And
knowing
that's
their
it.
effect, I'm assuming you both close your eyes and you delicately
Yeah.
do the transition.
I stare into them like the sun.
Oh no. Yeah. Then once it's in my hand, I'll firmly close it. Then I'll get to the orb
Okay.
and I'll place the one of the balls inside.
Okay. So you take this. Essentially, it's like maybe the size of like a large marble, like one of the like almost like quarter-sized ones. And
Yeah.
holding it in your hand, you take it over the top of it and slot it in, and you hear just once it hits, the reddish light immediately bathes into purple, as the room now fills on that side of the room with a purple light.
All right. Then you could do the other one.
Yeah, I'll go over and do the same thing.
Okay. You take that orb, place it in, and that is now filled with purple light. And almost immediately you hear as the large door begins to slowly open, exposing a large chamber.
Okay. And I still have the invisibility up. It lasts for an hour.
Yeah. So, the purple light only goes so far into the room. What's everyone's dark vision?
30 feet.
60 feet.
Yep, 60 feet.
Oh, is it 60?
Basic dark vision is.
Oh, well, 60 feet. I don't know why I thought it was 30.
Okay.
I don't know my character. I
So
apologize.
actually, I'm gonna hide this area then, as that is still dark. The light extends a little bit into the room, but it only gets so far, and the rest of it is filled with your dark vision. As you see what seems to be a large stilled fountain in the center of the room, you see two large pillars, a couple bodies, and what seems to be other doorways along the edge of the chamber. Oh, that is not reveal tool. Gamesh, you also are still able to actually see that strange, pale, ghost-like figure currently just hovering off the ground, clad in their plate mail, just kind of staring at you.
Before I cross the threshold to get into this room, I really don't need you attacking me. We didn't come here for anything malicious. And then I'll step into the room.
Okay. You step into the room. You see the ghostly figure kind of cocks its head,
I will follow.
and you see it looks off towards its left side.
It's left.
Yeah, so over in this direction, your right side.
Okay.
And you instantly hear a slight crashing sound. Sounds like slight footsteps. You see the ghostly figure looks back towards you. The large gash in its chest, clear, visible sign that this creature died fairly violently. Just cocks its head towards you, and will sink slowly away as you see it kind of hovers backwards and will fly through this wall.
All right. Not very talkative. And once he kind of phases through the wall, I'll think to myself, right, you guys aren't seeing this. There's a ghost or a spirit over there.
Do you know what kind of ghost or spirit it is?
I'm assuming a follower of Graylin is the best that I got. Maybe. Not sure. But it wasn't hostile, so. And what do these seem to be? Are these just pillars?
Yeah, those are just pillars in the room.
Just pillars.
Yep.
Okay. Then I'll make my way over to the door that it was looking at.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess I'll put it over there.
So, as you make your way towards the door that it was looking at, it's very clear that something's in here. You hear the sounds of heavy stomping and some strange noises seem to be coming from the space.
Does the door have a handle? Or is it like a solid?
It does have a handle. It seems to be, actually a very solid partial like metal door. You see its hinges are slightly off kilter, as if it's been kind of busted in almost, but it still partially hangs on the hinges. The door is currently just closed.
Alrighty. You said earlier I heard like footsteps.
Yeah.
Alright. I don't know what's on the other side of this door, but
¿Dónde somos? You hear from the other side of the door as you begin speaking.
Did anyone get that?
I've heard it, but don't understand it.
I'll shake my head, assuming I don't know what that is.
Do any of you speak Abyssal?
No. I know I don't anyway.
The closest I have is Infernal.
In my Sunday game, I do.
But
that,
yeah, but
it's a little far away.
But you already cast comprehend languages though.
Oh, I did.
So
How long does that last?
now
Check.
10 minutes to an hour.
1 hour?
I need a monk.
Seer, you hear from the other side of the door, ever so slightly. Did you hear that?
Oh.
Don't buy a roastum. Fresh meat for the taking.
Well. Say, hey, you might want to step away from that door.
And as you say that, boom! The door slams open as a massive, hulking beast comes careening. Two of them come careening through the doorway. I need you guys to roll initiative, please.
Ooh.
Someday we're gonna go on a mission that we don't have to fight in. Not today, but someday.
Someday.
That was the Medusa mission.
Well, we did end up fighting eventually.
Yeah,
We
but
didn't.
not initially.
When did we fight
we
during
got
that
half
entire
of
mission?
The second half, when we went back.
Oh,
Yeah.
that wasn't part of the original mission.
It was a
But-
part 1, part 2.
I feel like it's more like the part 2 was extra DLC we unlocked
Yeah, I was
with.
gonna say, maybe that was a DLC.
Yeah, I feel like that was more DLC than like.
That was definitely a side quest. So no, That was
Side
definitely,
quest.
that was definitely a side
That was
quest.
DLC, not
Not main
part
game
2.
content. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was filler content.
In the main game, we avoided a fight because we
Right.
ran away from the last fight.
Exactly.
We said, "Oh, you want to fight us, Fontaine?" No.
Sometimes you just run away, and that's the right option.
Sometimes you just teleport.
Sometimes you just say, no, fuck you. But we're gonna go far away from here now.
Sometimes you see that the DM has very clearly planned a battle, and you're like, "I don't think so." RP only
What if we
today.
simply did not? The DM has not planned for what we're doing after this, but we're gonna skip to it anyway.
Because I don't wanna.
I feel like a
That's what I
bit of
fear.
RP is in order.
That's what I
Rather
feel. If
than
I ever DM, it's like, what if
combat.
the players do something I'm not prepared for? I can't, like, I cannot do improv. I don't have the maps.
Okay.
No, I don't have the maps.
So, since you weren't fully prepared for this, they are going to get a partial ambush round.
Okay.
So you see these two large, hulking, clearly almost like demonic-looking beasts burst through the door. The first one almost immediately swings its single blade towards you. That's going to be a miss, I would assume.
Nah, it might hit. I don't
A,
have
a
my Stone
12?
Age- Yeah, that hits. I don't have
That
Stone
hits?
Ages activated.
What's your AC right now?
10?
10? Oh, yeah, then that hits. Then the other one's going to strike as well. Okay, that one's probably going to hit. Definitely going to hit, actually. So it's just a single great sword attack from each of them. So the first one's going to be... you take 13 points of damage from the first attack.
13.
And then 9 points of slashing damage from the second. As they just both, like, the first one barges through, and unprepared for it, it just swings its greatsword, clashes and slices through part of your body, and then moves off to the side as the other one comes through the doorway as well. And then that one gets a nice attack in as well.
Alright.
And then both of them just give, like, mighty roars from these large, strange demonic entities. Seer.
Yes. Doesn't Mabeki go before me?
Oh, yeah, she rolled after I... Okay, yeah. Mabeki. Sorry about that. Mabeki rolled after I had already descended the order.
So surprised. I was like, I don't go right now. You don't have to hide for sneak attack.
Yeah, currently you guys are engaged with those two, so you could just run forward.
And then hide.
Yeah. Okay. So, your token's right there. Okay. Yeah, go ahead, move her wherever you wish. Okay, easy enough. Which one? I'm gonna mark them real quick. This is gonna be first. closest one. Okay. That would be red. "26 hits. Yeah, you can roll your sneak attack damage on that as well. Jeez, nice. Yeah, a hefty strike into this large demonic entity, and it takes the hit, and you see the arrow slams into its shoulder. Black blood begins to ooze down. Seer.
Yes.
You hear it say, "I'm going to consume your face."
Oh, okay.
Little aggressive there, bud.
Oh, I mean, they're demons. It's what they do. You know.
At least buy us dinner first.
Yeah. Absolute devils.
Demons.
That's an insult. I am going to, I guess, just cast Magic Missile at 3rd level.
Okay. That's
5 bolts, and it's just going to be a blue.
Okay. Automatically hits.
Hope so. If you said it missed, I'd be so scared.
They have a Bruce of
17
shielding.
damage. Yeah, holy shit,
17.
it does nothing.
Okay. And you go Seer.
Yeah. I have nothing else to do right now.
Belric.
I'm probably just going to plunge my axe into red.
Okay. Hits. Okay. That just hits.
And I'll do a first level Divine Smite on this attack.
Okay.
And are they demons?
Yeah. One second.
I love how demons are just our party's thing.
Yep, I'm basically just built to kill them.
Instead of Dungeons and Dragons, it's Dungeons and Demons.
Yep. They're always fun to
Spin-off
use.
game. No dragons, only demons.
Every dragon we fought, secretly a demon.
No, they
Secretly?
could be. True polymorph will do that too.
Yeah. This creature is bloodied. It's going to use its reaction. It's going to strike you since you made a melee attack against it, with advantage. That is going to be 23 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
Okay. Okay, that's going to be 9, so 13 points of slashing damage. As you strike into it once with your Night Song and strike again down into the leg, and you imbue some of your holy magic into it. And as you pull the weapon out, this creature in an unbridled fury just turns its head towards you and just almost backhands you with the edge of their blade, and just catches you off guard and is a hefty slash into you. Now it's Red's turn. They get their reaction back. He's gonna. He did a lot of damage. He's actually gonna turn towards you fully now, instead of facing on Gamesh as well. He's gonna bite you once and then try and greatsword you. The bite. That's I think that's gonna hit. That's like a 22.
Yep, that hits.
And then the greatsword. Probably not. That's only a 15 to hit.
Yep, that one misses.
Okay. That's going to be 12 points of piercing damage as the large jaws of this creature just sink into the side of you, pulls away, and tries to swing, but you're able to take your shield and block the rest of it.
Also, does that bite count as magical?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay. Because I get -3 on non-magical attacks.
Yeah. So the last one as well, probably. You had the -3 on as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It doesn't state anywhere that this is a magical attack. It's just kind of mundane. Mundane weaponry. Gamesh.
I'm muted. How is Red looking?
Red is bloodied.
Bloodied. Okay. Then I shall use I'll cast Banishment on blue.
Okay.
Know what? Yeah, just on blue. Just on blue.
Okay.
Yeah, just blue.
I believe he fails. It's
Yeah, it's
charisma save.
yeah,
Yeah.
Christmas save.
That's a 5 made into a 4. Yeah. You cast banishment, and blue just disappears from the battlefield. Very nice.
Now you're by yourself.
So you think.
Okay, well that'll end my turn. I'll use Stone Aegis on Belric.
Okay.
Yeah.
Faradir.
That'll be it.
Okay. I will Giant Might.
Okay.
And then move to here if I can.
Yeah. It's a kind of a tight fit as you're really close to the wall there.
Yeah, I mean technically if I don't have enough room, I don't grow in size, but I still get the benefits. But I think there's technically enough room here. I'm just a little squished in that corner.
Yeah.
So I will then do attacks.
That hits. He is going to use his reaction to strike at you two.
Rude.
Since you've hit him, and that's with advantage. That's 24 to hit you. As you hit him.
Oh yeah, that hits.
Okay.
Oh, I'll also use my Sentinel attack to attack him.
Hell
Oh,
yeah.
that's just a bunch of reaction, isn't it?
Uno reverse.
But I think I missed.
13 just misses. The unbridled fury of this creature, which does 10 points of slashing damage to you, Faradir. As it, like, you striking in the back as it's facing down Belric, it almost just turns, almost like a primal animal towards you, and just backhands you with its large, sharp, serrated weapon. And Belric, as you go to strike it, it turns its head back around, and almost like punches in it with its other hand the end of your Night Song and just hits it and is able to like send it away enough that you don't actually strike deeply into this creature. Yeah, but Faraday, you can continue your attacks. Hits. Hits.
And that should be all I've got.
Okay. That guy is currently not on this plane. You hear a loud sound as the other door is slammed in. Let me just show him. As across the way, one of the other doors slams open, and this creature goes forth. He is going to move there. He's going to use aggressive. He's going to move there,
How
there,
dare he?
there. As he just kind of bursts forward with great speed, sees a target, and as a bonus action goes even further. Okay, last but not least, Senti. The back of the field. Con save. 2. That I believe is going to probably be success with a 23, and the other one is only a 9. So the second one fails, whatever the second one is. Okay. Okay. Good to know. Okay. Top of the initiative order, Mebehi. So you you really when you hide, you have to be behind something. Um, so in all actuality, no. As there's really nothing for you to hide behind. Also, that other creature kind of came out of this door. So no matter what, with this door is open, he probably would have seen you anywhere over like here or here, and he would have been behind you, so he would have seen you. So, yeah. Um, yeah, you would need an ally next to someone to sneak attack otherwise. Technically, there's no ally next to them other than you. Senti is not close enough. You could try and disengage with a bonus action, and then fire at red maybe again. Just attack green, okay. With the rapier. That hits. It's actually decent damage. Okay. Since you attacked him, he's going to use his reaction to attack back. It's going to be a normal roll instead of advantage, because he has disadvantage. That is going to be an 18 to hit. Mebehi. Yeah, you can use a reaction. If you wanted to half the damage or something like that. 18 hits. That's 11 points of slashing damage. I believe I said 11 points. You can, I think. You have something that can work, I think, right? Uncanny dodge. Yeah, you can use your reaction to have the attack's damage against you. No, that's AoE one is evasion. Uncanny dodge is different. Uncanny dodge is the reaction to have a melee attack. And evasion, I think, just works. Whenever you have to make a dex save. It's just a bonus action, and you have the damage of an attack. Sorry, not a bonus action. Sorry, a reaction to have the damage of an attack. If you choose to use your uncanny dodge. Okay. Okay. Sounds good. You can always use it next time you get hit. Okay. Seer, what's your dex?
My dex is 0. It's 11.
Okay. Um, one second. You hear what sounds like a door open, and over on this side behind you, Gamesh, and you hear what sounds like a little girl saying, "Hello, is anyone out there?" And you turn behind you for a quick moment and look, and you see a strange, demonic-looking, strange entity kind of peeks its way out of the doorway and gives you this crooked, very evil smile, and you just see it laugh to itself. It's gonna look towards you, Gamesh. I need you to make a wisdom save.
Oh, you little fucker. Wisdom.
An
Oh,
8.
you do get a +3.
I don't think it's gonna help too much.
+3, you say.
Maybe it will.
So an 11.
Yeah.
You.
What the fuck?
You stop yourself from laughing. You chuckle a little bit, like just looking at this creature. You're like, he's kind of funny, but you resist the effect on your mind just barely.
Oh,
Just
Belric, you are
barely.
You're a fucking champion.
God, you never know.
And now you want to kill this thing for making you laugh. And you see its smile slightly fades. And then you hear like an old man saying, "Uh-oh," come from this creature's face.
Belric is the freaking MVP, man. I tell you.
Those auras are
Arcane
OP.
game. Our campaign would have been so different if it went for Belric.
Yep. And now it is Seer's turn.
Ha 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 ha. Well. Fuck. I'm gonna summon my face spirit.
Ooh. Fancy.
4th level.
I have to find your token for that we've been using. It's gotten further and further down as we progress. Come on. It's somewhere. There we go.
Gonna be a deceitful fae.
Okay. Where do you summon it?
Right here.
Right there. Okay.
This new guy. I'm going to have my fae teleport right here. And though I'm sure it'll do nothing, it's now in magical darkness.
Okay.
And my fae creature is going to attack. and these should be just straight rolls, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Actually,
Let me just
with
check.
advantage. This
Oh,
creature cannot,
advantage.
yeah, can't see through this type of darkness.
Ha!
Conjuration.
For the fucking win.
And with this, I drop my comprehend languages. Okay, plus 7. It's a nat 20.
Look at
I
that.
assume that hits.
Nah.
Graham?
I think his internet probably dropped again.
Wow, what timing.
Right, only your net
Uh-huh,
one.
what a
Nat
coincidence.
20 doesn't hit.
Oh.
That's a joke. It does hit. It does hit.
Alright, let me double these dice.
Immune
It's
to nat
2d6.
20s.
I mean,
2d6.
there are some things that are.
Yeah. I did not
But I
type that out.
maintain armor, guys.
So that's 2d6 plus 7. So that is 14 piercing damage. And then
14.
2d6,
Gosh.
6 force damage.
Okay. Can you make a wisdom saving throw for that creature? For your fae.
Yes.
As you see the face slashes through this being, and
It's a 3.
you hear, oh, it fails. Sweet. The fae takes 4 points of psychic damage.
Okay.
As you just see this little tiny, small, like, demonic creature, as it gets, stabbed by your fae, just, you hear, like, a slight as it just dies. And begins turning to, like, ashes and just begins fading from the world.
Okay.
Anything else?
Okay, how much damage did it take?
4 points of psychic damage.
It has 42 health left.
Very nice. Okay. Anything else from you?
No. I summoned a thing that killed a thing. I've done enough.
I've done my fair share.
Oh yeah. Okay. So, there is slight movement as the one creature begins to dissolve in the sphere of darkness, as your fae notices something else shows up there, and then moves out of the darkness, and you see another one of these little tiny laughing creatures, and you just see it go ha 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 as it looks towards your fae. Can your fae make a wisdom save?
Yeah. It's a nat 20.
Nat 20. Yeah, your fae doesn't find this thing hilarious at all, which makes this thing kind of sad. Yeah, it's just gonna move
So
there.
this fae.
Your face is coming in.
Yeah. This
Oh,
little
yeah,
tiny
20.
demon, all it just wants to do is make it laugh.
Deceitful fae is just not having it.
Lightest.
Okay. Balric, it is your turn.
Yep, just gonna swing my axe right into red.
Right into red. Okay. 20 hits. Red is going to use its reaction to try and strike you back. That's a lot of damage. 22 damage. Hits as well. Red turns around and swings twice. It's not twice, sorry. Once with advantage. That's probably going to hit, being a 22.
Yep, that hits.
It's 3, 7 points of piercing damage as you strike with with your great axe, Night Song, and this creature as well just swings back at you. It's
Have you been did you subtract the Aegis shield damage from the last attacks? I thought about that.
Oh no, I haven't.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
It's 5 that you minus now.
okay. So yeah, you can add back.
I think I negate that because I get -3 because my heavy armor master. So will that be 0 damage?
I mean, yeah. That's exactly how it would work.
So he's been taking no damage from these. Nice.
I mean, I think he's probably taken a little bit, but not much.
Yeah, not much then.
Dang.
Stone Aegis and Heavy Armor Master combo.
That's so powerful.
Yeah, I realize that now I can reduce it by 8 points every time. It's ridiculous.
Oh, Belric is about to be the tankiest tank that we've ever tanked. If we had milk shields of different flavors, this is a combo dish. This is a combo dish.
Elric is the prime cut among you all.
The prime cut.
Yeah, I'm the Kobe beef.
Yeah, no,
We go.
Wagyu.
Gamesh is the mashed potatoes. It's okay. The good side.
Correction, Gamesh. Your mashed potatoes with gravy.
With the gravy. Okay, okay. I like it. I like it.
Okay. Ganesh.
All right. Fred is bloody. We need to deal with this guy. So let's use a Terran Fist. And 19 to hit
19 hits.
for 17 points of damage.
Okay. Yeah, he's looking rough.
Okay. I was hoping he would be looking dead. But
He's close. It's like there's lots of black blood just oozing from this large creature.
alright. Then I will quicken spell and do it again.
Okay. Yeah, he already used his reaction, didn't he?
Yes, he did. Almost a natural 20.
Dang. So 10 points of damage.
Yeah.
So you take your Terran fist and you smash it the first time. The rock shattering across the enemy's body, and you go in for the second blow with your second fist, and it turns to rock, and you slam it into the gut, break through the skin, and just almost punch into this creature as you just destroy the insides. Black blood oozing around your rocky arm as you've done a good Terran fist as you killed it.
Alright, then I will use my movement to... Oh no, let me do this right, then do it right way. Go here, 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 and then there.
Okay. Very nice. Faradir.
Oh shit!
over here. And I will take my 4 attacks on it.
4 attacks away. Hits. Jesus. Hits. 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 Yeah, it's bloodied and also looking real hard.
Lethal. God damn, man. 24 on a single hit.
That's insane.
It's fine. She's on our side.
Yeah.
You're right next to me. You're right next to me and you're big.
What does that mean?
Enlarged.
I
Oh,
feel like
Is there
no.
we're
space?
almost done here, though, so it might be a waste of it.
Okay.
But yeah, that's my turn.
I'm trying to remember if that creature has already done its attack. I believe it has done its reaction, so it can't react back. However, it's on its turn. It does not like what's happening. One bit.
Well, tell it to stop being a little pussy.
Okay, it's gonna turn towards you.
Come on.
It's going to try and bite you, Gamesh. Not gonna hit. And then it's gonna try and stab Faradir, because Faradir just stabbed it. That... Wait, is your AC still the same?
It's 17.
For Gamesh.
Yeah, still the same.
Oh, then that's gonna hit. That was a 3 plus 7, so 10.
Ah, nice.
I just dismissed it because, 3 usually never works.
Yeah.
Okay.
We need to get Gamesh a chain shirt. An elven chain shirt.
That would make me weaker.
That's going to be 12 points of piercing damage as its teeth sink into you and it backhands into Faradir for a 16 to hit.
Just misses.
Just misses, okay.
Because if I have the Elven Chain Shirt, I can't use my Stone Aegis. I just haven't activated it.
Oh.
I mean, Stone's durability, not Stone Aegis. Stone's durability.
Gamesh is reminding himself that he's still mortal.
Yeah. I just get into the zone sometimes. I want to feel the blood pumping, pouring out my skin.
Get that little bit of an adrenaline rush. Raise the stakes a little bit.
Gotta humble myself. I keep thinking I'm up there
Yeah,
with the gods.
someone has to put you in your place. Might as well be you.
Exactly. I don't want to be Faradir. She hits too hard.
Fighters are not for you.
Not in the slightest.
Okay, that's that go. Next up, this door opens. And you see another one of these small little cackling creatures. And it's going to cast Firebolt. Honestly, it's going towards Gamesh.
Come on, let's do it.
That is a 15 plus, yeah, it's gonna hit. Okay, let's roll. That's going to be a 7 points of fire damage. As the thing just throws a little tiny ball of fire towards you. Senti, it's your turn. Two more con saves for green. That's going to be a failure. I think. That's only a 9. Next one is not so much of a failure. That's going to be a 24. So, failed the first one, succeeded the second. Okay. Yep. Failed the first one, saved the second one. So 7 points. Necro damage. Okay. That's all. Got it. Mebehi. Hello. You're flanking with Ganesh currently. So you have advantage, but you also would normally have advantage because you have allies within the enemy's range, right next to them. You have advantage on your strikes against green right now, as they're right next to you. Okay. Make that attack roll with advantage. Yeah. Yeah. As long as you have advantage, you have sneak attack. And also, as long as you have allies next to the enemy, you have sneak attack. Okay. So, Mebehi, you take your rapier, and as this creature is, been blindsided by Faradir and Gamesh from behind it, you take your rapier and just almost slip it through the spine of the creature. And you see black blood beginning to ooze down your rapier as you pull it out, flick it of all the blood falling off of it, and you note that this creature just starts to almost melt in front of your eyes as you've killed it with a singular, expertly placed stab with the rapier. It can't even attack back. Okay, that's the end of green. Seer, it is your turn.
Yes, I'm. Yeah, I 4th level magic missile on this little guy.
Love it.
He's the only enemy on the field I can see. Oh,
you can also
there's
see
also
this guy.
this little guy. I'll send my Fae over there. 64 plus 6. That's 23 damage.
23 damage. You see, you can just barely make out that there's a creature behind this pillar over here. And you take out, you used your wand, right?
No, this is
No,
just
you're actually casting it. Okay.
Yeah, I haven't used my wand yet this entire fight.
Okay. So, you cast Magic Missile, and the many different purplish colored, almost like spectral arrows fly around the pillar, and all you can hear is and you just hear I need your Fae to make a con save.
Con save. That would be.
Or no, sorry, a Wisdom save. Sorry.
Okay, I was like, hang on a minute.
Yeah, sorry about that.
It's a 7.
7? Okay. Takes 3 points of psychic damage. But yeah, all you hear is just the many different impacts of your magic missiles, and what sounds like the last laugh of this little tiny demonoid. Okay, your Fae.
Teleporting over here, shrouding him in darkness.
How far can you teleport?
Like, let's see. Oh, 30 feet. Well, I'm gonna run. I can run 40 feet. So
Okay.
I'll run to like.
That's gotta be a terrifying thing. See something running at you, it's gone. Then
Gonna
it's just
run up to.
gone.
Gonna run up to here. You see something running at you, it's gone. Then you're covered in magical darkness.
Yeah, then you can't see anything. Like, what the fuck is
so it's
going
gonna
on?
run up to here, then teleport here, and then use its darkening stuff and
Terrifying.
attack. Yeah, that's conjurers.
Absolutely
It's
terrifying.
a 10. And that's with advantage.
Yes. It's in
That's an
total
11.
darkness.
Ooh.
Alright, one more attack. It's a 25.
25 hits.
12 piercing. Plus 3 force.
Plus 3 force.
Yes.
Okay. It's actually still alive.
Nice. That's all
Um,
for my turn.
Yeah, you just hear from the darkness. Almost like a nervous laughter. But a laughter all the same.
I
Belric.
would die, bitch. Can you move my token?
Oh. Yeah. I gotta remember to give this to you as a thing you can access. There, you should be able to.
You don't want to do it all for me all the time?
No, not really. Okay.
Okay, I think I'll just move here. Then I'll just try and throw my javelin at the darkness, see if I can hit it.
Okay. I think you would have a disadvantage anyways. Because it's... What's the range of javelin?
It's 30 feet. I think I'm within 30 feet.
Oh, 30 feet? Then yeah. Yeah. Jav... Yep, 30 feet. 16 hits. Okay. Belric, you run up, and you take out a single javelin and you chuck it, max distance you're able to throw a javelin. And you watch as it just slams into the darkness, and you just hear as you kill it. I just need a last wisdom save for the Fey creature.
Yes. 10.
A 10?
Yeah.
Okay. It takes 1 point of psychic damage.
Alright.
And you all wait a moment, 2 moments. No more laughing. No more stomping. You think, perhaps, you may have cleared whatever was in this chamber.
Is that the end of combat?
Yes.
Alright. I'm really sorry, but I think I'm gonna have to excuse myself early from this session.
Okay, you're fine.
Alright. Thank you.
No problem.
Alrighty.
Have a good
Good.
night.
You too.
Good night.
Bye.
Yep. Good night.
Okay.
Oh.
All right. I see why it was sealed.
So, the area lays quiet. Gamesh, with scene visibility still up, you spot a singular ghost-like entity emanates from the wall over on the side where it first went in. That strange, ethereal night just kind of looks at you and begins to slowly hover towards the currently melting body of this large, hulking, angry beast. And just kind of looks down at it.
I'm guessing this was the thing that killed you.
The massive wound in its chest looks very similar to the blade of this creature.
Hmm. Well, seems you've been avenged.
See, it turns towards the staircase that you can now see on the very edge of your dark vision.
All right. Before I do that, I will just peek into the door
Okay.
just to.
Peeking into the door. Oh, that's not the right tool. You see what appears to be a sizable forge. You see rows and rows of different well-made weapons lining the wall, lining the far wall. To your right, within the room, there seems to be elements of an old section of blacksmithy tools, and you see an anvil, a trough of water, smelters, and all sorts of tools over there. Also, you see on the back wall a couple different shelves, books, and other smaller instruments and items needed for smithing.
Oh.
Also, you spot what appears to be um, another ethereal entity. Um, the entity is currently looking over some of the books on the far end, and just turns towards you. See, this one doesn't have a helmet on, and you can see more of the facial structure. Seems to be a half-elven humanoid, and they just look towards you, and you see rage starts to build up in their face ever so slightly, and they turn back towards the books. You see it runs an ethereal hand down it, and just stops and stares.
It had a rage as it looked at me.
Yeah, it just kind of like looked at you. It seemed almost upset you were in this chamber.
My bad. And I step back out.
Okay.
I'm not about to. I'll leave that one be. Ghost in there isn't too fond of visitors, I guess.
I'm probably normal size by now.
Well, I'll just go. I'm just gonna go peek through into all the doorways.
Yeah. The next one you see seems to be almost like some type of common room with another set of doors. and you can kind of see in the far end, many more doors seem to open up in, you know, what you would presumably see as, you know, probably bedrooms of some type, maybe.
Okay. I don't think we check any bedrooms. I'll leave the bedrooms be.
Can I make a perception check at this room just to see if there's anything that stands out in particular?
Sure. Make a
Aside from
perception
the
check.
skeletons.
Yeah, make a perception check. 19. I mean, looking over the room, you know, there's lots of blacksmithing tools and stuff in this room, but in the back of it, on the left side, once you enter, you know, there's lots of you know, small books, you know, like some basic information, but you also note, you know, this one seems to be more of like almost a storage closet, and you can see hints of, you know, it's partially broken open, ever so slightly from when these larger creatures have just been hanging out in here, essentially. And you can spot, seems to be, you know, some different metals are, you know, kind of hanging out, and, you know, smithing materials are in there if you wanted to, you know, get
I'm
smithing
gonna, like,
materials.
Just like put my arm through the like threshold of the doorway and say, there is a ghost in here. Can you make a noise or push something if I'm not allowed to be in here?
The room seems quiet.
Alright, I'm just gonna walk in and go look at that stuff.
Okay.
I asked permission, so. Books. I can read.
Okay. Make an investigation check. Once you
I should have asked somebody for help.
Bad.
Not bad at all.
Not bad, not great.
Yeah, you do note that a lot of this material is written in Celestial. It has the same kind of style that the inscription on the statue had at the base. So it's kind of hard to, you know, read any of this stuff, but there is some, you know, interesting supplies here. If you wanted blacksmithing tools, they are available here.
Are there any that are like exceptional quality or like something that wouldn't be accessible to giants or anything like that? Like a certain material or something that would be exclusive to not mountainous areas?
Well, this is a mountainous area.
Well, like the mountainous areas where I'm from. Different mountains have different stuff. I assume.
With a 14, you can't really see anything.
Okay, and you said there's like this storage thing, right?
Yeah.
Is this a bear trap?
No, it looks like there was some sort of like, there's a body there, a broken axe, and it looks like this person was probably, you know, heavily stomped into the ground. Like they were probably, you know, from the looks of it and like the way the bones are, you know, broken and mashed, whatever hit this person hit them into the dirt.
Okay, I'm gonna look through this thing.
Okay, make an investigation check.
I'm gonna call out to Seer and ask for help.
Sure. Seer.
Seer, is some things in here that might be useful. What do you see?
Yeah, she'll help you with your investigation check, so you have advantage.
Oh, I was hoping to help Seer.
I mean, you're leading this investigation. You have advantage now.
Hey, that's all right. That's pretty
19. Looking through this, there is some, mundane ores and stuff that you're kind of familiar with, like irons and stuff. However, near the bottom right section of shelving, you kind of pull it open, and it's a familiar metal in that you just acquired some of it, but you see ingots of that same strange metal that the elemental creatures that you just fought had in their gauntlets.
good. Ooh.
And you see maybe about there would probably be about 5 different ingots of it.
I'm gonna like slowly pick one up and like look around the room to see if the ghost is angry about that. I don't know if it can like hit stuff like a poltergeist can, but Faraday doesn't know shit about ghosts, so
Okay, so you pick it up.
yeah.
Okay. No immediate effect.
Okay, I'm gonna put it in my bag and then take another one, also slowly.
Okay. I need you to make a charisma save.
Cool.
Ooh.
I'm gonna use my other indomitable. It's just as bad. Why am I rolling so many fucking ones?
So you put the
4
first
nat
one
ones.
in, and you go and grab the second ingot. And as you do so, an oppressive force takes over you. You put the first ingot back, and you take the one out of your bag and put it back on the shelf. You close the door, and you turn around, and you walk out of the room. And then once you're out of the room, the oppressive force within you disappears. As you feel like you're probably just possessed.
I'm gonna look back into the room. That was very rude of you. Me, Laura, doesn't give a shit about this ghost, but Faradir's a good person. So, there's a bit of a conflict here within myself.
Mm-hmm.
I need to stop making characters who are good people. Like Asif. Asif is a terrible person. Terrible person for good reasons.
Oh, yeah. Sure. For good reasons.
Guess we're leaving the super valuable ore there for the time being.
Sounds good.
Need an exorcist to tell this ghost to fuck off. Who has ceremony?
Belric, actually. He should, I think.
I don't imagine it would be prepared.
Oh, probably not.
Oh,
I'm saying.
what'd you say?
Ceremony? Does that banish ghosts, right?
Actually,
What does that do? I feel like I remember something about it like lays spirits to rest or something.
I know it
Maybe
can be
that
used
was
for
a flavor thing I read somewhere.
funeral rites.
Yeah, and then you can marry somebody.
Yeah, you can do weddings. Yeah, that's it's a very interesting spell. Nah, but that's one corpse. That
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it can banish any undead, but just make it
okay.
not undead.
yeah.
Gotcha. Well, I need an exorcist then. Let me just call up my friend, the exorcist.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. Faradir doesn't have friends.
So,
Oh, that
Ganesh.
hurts.
These are the only people she knows. The people in this place. And some giants.
And some giants. right. I guess I'll see what's in room number 3, top left.
Okay. Room number 3, top left. You see what appears to be a sizable training yard, and currently in the ethereal world, you see what appears to be two very angry ghosts are almost sword fighting in the middle of the arena, and you see two other ones are just calmly watching. And as the door kind of creaks open and you look in, you see the two in the middle don't seem to pay any mind to you, but the two on the end just turn their heads. You see one of them seems to have had half their head bitten in, um,
Oh my.
and the other one seems to have what looks to be one of their arms ripped off. And they kind of just look towards you, and just turn back towards the strange ethereal sword fight. There's like no sound of weapons clashing, and you see the swords go through each other as these two ethereal entities are just going through the motions.
Good form. And I just walk away.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not really messing with anybody. I'm just curious what's going on. Then I'll check out the last room.
Okay. I'll move those bodies. I'll just move the bodies out of the way. They don't got much on them. Well, they pretty much all disappeared anyways. I will say, Gamesh, you do note that the one ghost you first saw does seem to just kind of follow you as you go and check out these rooms. This room, upon looking in it, Gamesh, you see what appears to be some sort of chapel. You see a bunch of different pews, and at the far end, you see a very simple altar, which has the symbol of Graylin put upon it. And you see a couple ghosts currently sitting down. One on the very far end kind of looks over at you, kind of eyes you almost questionably, and then kind of stands up and begins to walk towards you.
Okay.
You see they get to the edge of the room next to the door, and they kind of open their hands and invite you in.
I'll step inside.
Okay. Yeah, he invites you in and kind of makes a follow me motion
Okay.
and just goes sits at the front pew.
All right, I'll take a seat as well. By this time, I'm pretty sure my banishment would have reached its end.
Yeah.
And, it's fully banished now. So,
Mm-hmm.
but
Yeah. The ghost who has been following you doesn't seem to go into the room, but you kind of just sit there in silence as you see the ghost that kind of escorted you in, kind of asked you to follow him, just sits down and just looks at the altar in the far end. And just sits in silence. How long do you sit there?
I have people waiting for me. I sit there for about a minute. Then after I do, I would just approach the altar. I wouldn't like touch or anything, just approach it
Mm-hmm.
after the minute's up. And it has a symbol of Graylin on it, right? That's it.
Yeah. Seems pretty simple.
Uh, while I'm there, I will close my eyes and just kind of if Graylin's listening, but like, what are they all still doing here? I thought all your followers were sent to your plane upon their death. Hmm.
You wait a few moments upon saying this. Uh, you don't hear anything.
Yeah, I figured I would. Haven't really had like a one-to-one connection, so.
Mhm.
Hmm,
You turn around.
I do.
Okay. All the three ghosts in the room are standing now, and they look more intense than they did before, and they all look um, almost like they're looking through the wall itself towards this direction, as they all
Like,
just almost look to where the staircase would be on the other side of the wall, and then back towards you, and they sit, and they close their ghostly eyes.
got it. Then I'll make my way out.
Okay.
Sorry, everybody. Just seeing the sights.
Yes,
Then I,
there is a very upset ghost in there that is protecting some elemental metal, like from the gauntlets.
right. Well, let me see what the rest of this place has. And maybe that'll ease tensions.
Yes, it seems like everybody here is not happy.
It almost feels like they're trapped here.
I think that is usually how ghosts work.
I don't really know the rules, but here, might as well see what else there is to it. And I'm guessing these are just more statues of Graylin.
Um, those actually don't seem to be of Graylin. They
Oh,
just seem to be um, almost. They seem to be wearing like armor similar, um, but they don't have the vestiges. You see, one is not like one's a human. The other one seems to be an elf. Uh,
okay.
they just seem to be almost like these are probably knights of his.
Okay.
He was a god of paladins.
Right, right, right. Okay. Well, I'll start making my way up the stairs then.
Okay. The ghost that kind of followed you and kind of was the first one you saw just stands at the edge of the staircase, and as you walk up and turn around, you see it just continues to stand at the very edge, not really following you.
Okay. All right. I'll get to the most I can. I'm guessing this is a door.
Yep.
I'm gonna go along with Kamish.
Okay. I'm guessing Seer would go as well. I bet he and Senti, you guys might want to follow
Uh,
along.
Oh, I bet he's no longer here. She had to. I think she said her laptop died.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
I'll do that then. So Sorry, I haven't been able to check Discord too often.
Who you gonna call? The ghost of some nights past.
Yeah. So you open the door?
Yeah.
Okay. As you open the door, you almost as you like kind of click the handle, you feel a rush of air behind you, as as if this area of the chamber has just almost become like a vacuum of sorts, as new fresh air is almost rushed in, and upon opening it, you see it's almost as if it's a small airlock, only about 20 feet long and about close to 10 feet wide. Very clearly, there is a body of a fully armored individual currently laying on the ground. You see, like slight evidence of um, probably blood loss, as if this person slowly just bled along the entire back bottom of the chamber. On the far end is a singular door that seems to be of heavy wrought iron and seems to have slight runes encompassing it. And as the door opens, Gamesh, you see something appears from the through the other side of the door on the far end. You see a different ghostly figure, clad in what looks to be the same armor of this individual that is currently dead in the hall here. And they kind of look towards you as they move through the wall. And a slight smile crosses their face.
Like a menacing smile.
Not really, just like an almost like slightly happy and just like interested smile. And suddenly you see the image of the ghost gets a little bit clearer as the rest of you see it as well, as it shows itself out of the material plane.
Oh.
Where's Graylin?
You talk.
Where,
Change pace.
where's Graylin? Minions of Bane are attacking.
Captured.
Where's Graylin?
Captured.
The leader is trapped in Graylin's vault with Arceus. Where's Graylin?
I'm looking for him. Trying to free him.
Do I know you?
I don't think you do.
How long have you been here at the Citadel?
Less than an hour.
You're very new. We have to get you armed and armored. Minions of Bane are attacking.
Do you know the date?
Yes, I do.
What is it?
9:35.
You're wrong.
I am not wrong.
You are.
Hurry, we must go to the armor. We need to get you armed and armored. You see, they move almost like hovering closer to you and then stop. And they look down. Huh.
A lot's happened.
Where's Graylin? I don't want to die like this. They look towards the wall and zoom into it.
Sad existence that they have right now.
Maybe there's a way to save them further in the temple.
Maybe. I step in. I always forget how many years passed since. And then right now
It's like you turn to look at it, ancient beyond belief.
yeah,
The current year, just so you all know, is 1835.
there it is.
Sorry, 1435.
So when Cinti asked the question, I'd be like, probably around 500 years old.
Looking at it, probably older.
But
It's more like 2,300 something years old.
wait, with the oh, right,
Yeah,
right.
he didn't say the age.
He said the date. He said the actual date. Right.
Yeah,
Got you.
but you kind of know that the events that happened with Graylin and stuff
Been there.
happened before the age of Sparks, which is the current age,
Yeah,
which goes from 0 to 1435.
exactly. So, okay.
So he was probably saying close to the end of the Age of the Dawn, which is
Right.
yeah, definitely not revivable.
By any means.
No.
You can reanimate the corpse.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the most you get now of this.
And then he can possess his body. There we go.
Well, I'll let Cindy decide what she wants to do with the body. I'm going to go to the next door.
Okay.
All right. I'll move to open it.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna second win real quick. I forgot I can do that.
Okay.
And actually, yeah, I'm going to convert some first levels social points to a fifth level spell slot. No, I don't need to do anything right now. I'm fine. I have enough.
Okay. So you grab the handle.
Yeah.
Okay. As you grab into the handle, you feel a slight pulling effect. Like it wants something, whatever this door is. And as you move your hand away, you can see where your hand was. Runes seem to slide along where the heat of your hand had given it, and almost seems to spread across the door. And you see the door begins to cover in runes across it. As this door seems very magical.
Fair dear. This is your area of expertise.
Heck yeah, I'll go take a look.
Okay. Make an Arcana check.
Show that big brain.
21. Looking across the doorway and looking at all the different runes within it, the metal of it. These are intricate magical runes, clearly of a very strong abjuration magic. Whatever this is, it's protecting this room intensely. However, you think with channeling magic into it is the way to unlock it. The door needs a spell.
Okay. Can't tell like what kind of spell.
it seems to just need some magic put into it to open. Currently, it is the runes have locked it. Um,
It looks like it needs magic to open it. So, cast a spell, I guess.
Okay. What spell do I cast to target it? I don't think I have a spell that targets the door. uh,
you felt like when you had your hand on the handle, it was almost pulling. Like you felt like a force was taking something from you, trying to take something from you.
okay. I'll put my hand back on the handle.
Okay.
Can I pump sorcerer points into it?
I'd say, yeah.
Cool.
If you
I'll
really wanted to.
I'll pump 5 sorcerer points, which is like the equivalent to a 3rd level spell.
Okay. Easy enough. You imbue the magic into the handle, and you feel it unlatch. And you can swing the door inward to open it.
All right.
Okay, so you push it?
I do.
Okay. The door opens. And what you see before you is a small circular room. On the far end, there seems to be a platform leading up to what is almost clearly some form of teleportation circle. The permanent runes are there in the object. It is very clear. On the sides of the room, there seem to be a few altars. Some looks to be items, and the wealth seems to be sitting across this little, almost like miniature vault, essentially. But currently also in the room, near the large, slightly raised section where the teleportation circle is, there is very clearly a body, armed and armored, and looks to be, heavy plate mail. You see a long dead individual currently laying between the space. But this room is not empty, for creatures dwell within it. Gamesh, your immediate sight is on the ghostly, pale figure currently hovering above the body, just looking down. And as the door opens, you see the empty face, where there is no face, currently looks towards you. And you just hear, all of you actually, can just hear this almost wispy like voice. Tries to call out towards you, but seems lost. As you also see two almost like small versions of the Elder Tempest, little tiny wisps of air that seem to be formed into snake-like beings with wings made of fluttering jets of air. You see lightning seems to spark within their eyes ever so slightly as they turn towards you, away from the creature they were whispering to. As you see, currently huddled, almost sit in the corner on the edge of the steps, their hands intertwined together, their fingers, I should say, intertwined together. You see a enormous figure clad in full plate armor that seems to be made of this almost reddish metal. Where you would expect to find a face, there is merely a mask that looks to be made of almost like the face of a skeleton, with 4 large horns curling out of it, empty black eye sockets with a single large curled mouth ever present within it. You also see a large spear is currently set up against the wall, and as the creature looks up at you, you see it smiles, just ever present within this mask, as it slightly begins to stand itself up, and is decently tall at being around 13 feet tall. And you all begin to hear in your minds, "Well then, the door is open, I see. Let's play a game." As this is the chamber before you.
Okay.
And this is the creature that currently stands in the far end of the room.
Not a fan.
Okay.
So, I'm going to end the session there tonight, since we are missing people for another fight.
Okay. I wasn't expecting all this. I'm not gonna lie to you in the slightest. Woo. All right.
Yeah.
So Braylon was doing battle with Bane. Good to know.
Yeah, I mean, at least his citadels were.
Or at least the Citadels were. Or at least Bane was attacking the Citadels.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's the same ghost that was in the hall, right? That was in the little air chamber.
No, it looks same token.
Oh, same token. Okay.
Yeah, but it is different. The other one seemed to have elements of, like, you can still see their face and stuff. This one is a husk. You cannot see a face. All you see is like a black void where a face would be, almost as if something has corrupted their afterlife in this room.
Oh.
But yeah, that's it. That's where we're gonna end tonight.
Okay.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping that my other party would be the ones to come into here as well. I thought they might want to, but now it's up to you all.
All right.
I don't like this responsibility.
Hey, they chose not to. Instead, they went to Yarlwick, and they met a essentially. Have either of you watched the new season of Critical Role yet?
Yes.
Oh, yep, I've been watching it.
Essentially, imagine a male version of, like, Marisha's character, except it's a magic shop owner, and they're, like, super elongated. They have like no flesh to them. They're like, like very, like, sunken eyes, sunken face, like 9 feet tall. It's like super lanky and weird, but they are a death warlock.
Oh my god.
Or Death Touch
I'm
Warlock.
gonna share the picture of the undead warlock I have, who is like kind of similar. She's Shatterkai reborn, so she's like a shadow elf and also undead. And she's an
Ooh.
undead warlock, and I love her. Her name is Bishop.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, I just
Yeah.
got this artwork commissioned, and I love it so much.
Nice.
Undead warlock is definitely my favorite pact, and then Fathomless, because it's also dope as hell.
Hell yeah.
Fair.
Damn, that's
I love
awesome.
spooky wife,
Nice.
and she's neutral evil. She's my first evil character, where she just has no morals. She does what she is told to do by her god.
Oh
and
yeah.
that's it.
Hell yeah.
Hey, not bad.
Yeah,
I like that.
Her patron is the Raven Queen, so she just collects souls and memories for the Raven Queen. Doesn't necessarily take into account whose souls and memories they are. Just would these be interesting to the Raven Queen? Yes. Okay.
So you said she's undying, not the undead.
Oh, she's undead. Yeah.
Oh, undead.
warlock.
Undead. Okay.
Nice.
Undying, I'm not quite as much of a fan of. It's a
Yeah,
bit weird.
it's just mechanically, it just doesn't really do too much, honestly. It really doesn't.
Yeah.
I have, but regardless, I do have a character that is the Undying, but
Nice.
I haven't really gotten a chance to use it yet.
Very nice. I do like the spooky aspect.
Oh, yeah, of course, of
Yeah.
course.
I
Yeah,
felt like
Form of Dread is just so cool. It's like, hey, you get
Yeah.
to get creepy.
hell yeah. I'm all about the creepy aspect. It was a lot of fun just to roleplay it, and like all my, like, I think I've told you all my other players, like one's a vampire, the other one is turning into a specter.
Hmm.
Um, so they're all like, and one's turning into an eldritch abomination, which is kind of fun. Um,
Yeah, going ghost.
so yeah, so they're all like, they all went spooky. So I'm like, okay, they need to find a permanent, like, kind of low level, like, mage to help them, like, enchant some things and get some stuff started for them. And they have like a bunch of random gear. They had a bunch of like brains and body parts, and I was like, yeah, this, like, death touched individual is 100% going to, like, buy the brains and stuff just to eat it. Like, they definitely are going to do that. And that's exactly what they did. They bought a ton of brains, and they made a nice meal out of it. It was pretty good.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
I
man.
never liked warlocks before, but now that I've made a melee warlock, I do like the, a melee warlock build is very good.
It's my second favorite class. My first being sorcerer.
It's probably like my fourth favorite.
I wanna get into Warlock soon. I feel like
Got
that'd be fun.
cleric,
I need-
wizard.
I need to just play more. I need more time.
I
This would be my third favorite. Cleric, wizard, warlock, sorcerer.
mine goes sorcerer, warlock, fighter, and then
Oh yeah, fighters.
yeah, I like fighters.
Casually forgets my whole.
I like clerics a lot, and I also, strangely, my first ever D&D class was a ranger, and I still have like a soft spot for just, like,
Oof.
the hunters. um,
The hunter's dope though.
I also
Yeah,
like the
it's- Rangers just got done dirty. It's
Yeah.
unfortunate.
At least they're a little better now with Tasha.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're a little better, but the fighters can still do everything they can, but better.
I did like the Horizon, Walker Ranger.
That's my favorite one, man.
Yeah,
No.
I played a one shot with one, and we were like, I think they made us like level 6 or something like that.
Yeah.
And I just made like, I just wanted to do something weird, so I took a feat out of Matthew Mercer's book, which is the throwing arms feat.
Right.
And I straight up, I had my character, since he just had an ungodly amount of money. Like, they gave us like a shit ton of just wealth out of, like, for no reason, absolutely none at all.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I actually pull it up. Oh, he was level 7. He still had like 401 platinum.
Whew.
But I gave him a longbow, which he never used.
Right.
He had, I believe, 7 daggers. He had a magical short sword. He had a normal short sword, and he had 2 rapiers. And basically, the magical short sword was only enchanted to come back to him whenever he threw it, because all I did was throw weapons. So yeah, that's all he did, and he actually killed the final boss. It was great. He was actually
Nice.
he was real strong.
Nice.
Yeah, because he was also he had the radiant soul of a of an ASMR, so he flew and he did good.
Oh, nice combo.
Oh yeah,
Very nice combo.
gotta love the ridiculous characters,
Yeah, the ones you just kind of just go balls to the wall. Those are the ones.
Yeah. I mean, I'd do them again if I knew I was going to be with an artificer again.
Right.
That works. That worked so well.
I mean, artificers are just staples. Like honestly, you can never go wrong having an artificer in the group. You can never go
Yeah.
wrong. You
Hell
can
yeah.
Yeah,
never
I
go
really
wrong.
like artillerist.
Yeah, I like
The
artillery.
eldritch or the arc, whatever cannon is just amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do want to play an artificer one day. I think that'd be fun.
Yeah, I'm currently playing like a Battlesmith Artificer. He's pretty cool, especially with the whole
Yeah,
Steel Defender.
I like the armorer
Nice.
one too, though, just because I like this.
they're all pretty good.
Yeah, honestly, artificer all around is just a good class. That's just a good
Yeah, I
class.
made a
Hell
battlesmith
yeah.
that was like it was a warforged, and she was like a cybernetic, futuristic kind of robot, and then she had a like a cyber panther as the battlesmith companion, and it was
Nice.
cool as hell.
I
Nice.
I don't know if you guys
It's
know
just for a one shot though.
I don't know if you guys know the it's like an older anime diver. I used the battlesmith, no, the armor artificer, and I think was the what was the other class? It was a warlock. I think it was a great old one. I think, but it made a pretty good Guyver character. I was the ability to turn your armor to don and doff your armor as an action is pretty impressive. That's a good ability.
Yeah. You could actually sleep without your armor.
Exactly, and then as soon as you get up, right back on. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I
a
do
really
like how they can switch between like the two modes.
that honestly that just sounds like Iron Man. Just
yeah,
like
basically that's
yeah.
basically what it is.
Yeah, I think
That's
one of them you
basic.
actually just shoot lightning out of your hands if you want to.
Yeah, actually that's yeah that's I think that's like you get that ability as soon as you turn third level. Depending on what it depends on which armor you're using, I think. But
Nice.
yeah, so many character concepts I have, so little time.
Yeah. If only I
So
could play more often.
yeah, man. All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and head off though.
Yeah, I gotta get going as well.
Yeah, I guess I'll get some sleep. But it's been a blast as per usual.
Yeah. Thank you all for playing tonight. I'll talk to you all Monday.